Hello everyone, this is Meredith. I am here with our daily reading for Wednesday, October 3rd, 2018. We are using Sawyer's Path Tarot, and I want to remind you that the October monthly readings are published on the channel, so check them out. Watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus videos. And the week ahead is there as well, time-stamped for you to make it easy to browse through the week. And let's see what our Wednesday has on offer. Our card on the bottom of the deck is the Six of Swords. Well, this card just keeps showing up too, kind of like the Knight of Swords. He's been hanging out for a bit, so has this Six. And this is an indication that we are moving on from circumstances that were not so ideal, sailing toward much calmer waters. We might do a clarifier on this card today because we've been seeing it so much. We'll see. Let's see how it relates to the rest of the reading. First card, Ace of Cups. Well, if you're moving on to the Ace of Cups, hey now. Why do a clarifier, right? Divine and cosmic gifts on offer. This is an offer of love, new beginnings, fresh starts. This card is also a reminder to us to give from the overflow. Let's see what goes with it. Oh, a deepening commitment on the Hierophant card. Okay, there's also education on this card too. This would be us either seeking some form of greater education, tuning into our higher self-awareness, listening to our wisdom, applying our knowledge to the now moment, most likely in relationship to what's on offer to us in this Ace. Now the Ace, as I said, it's an offer of love. It's new love beginning. It's new beginnings and fresh starts, new ventures of all kinds. But there's a divine and cosmic gift in it. So it's something that's being handed to us from the universe. So it's within our cycle of manifestation. So it can be something that we've been working on for a while, and we see the universe take 10 steps toward us in this card, which is amazing. And then that inspires us to adapt, to grow, to accommodate, and all of that may require some education on our part. So we may need to hit the books for a bit to participate in our own expansion. Excuse me, let's see what's next. Death card reversed. Okay, this for me connects to that Six, our theme in the reading here, moving on. And you know I don't do a lot of reversal cards, so when they come out I do pay closer attention to them. The Death card in reverse is not so much of a different message from it being upright. However, the Death card in reverse speaks to our reaction to its presence. So there's swift change that brings a blessing and a new beginning, but the swift change can have us reacting in fear, stress, or anxiety, and we may find ourselves in a place of resistance to making change, as if we can't contemplate or accept the change that the Death card brings. So it's interesting because we're not necessarily, some of us are not accepting the change in the now, even though it is a blessing, Ace of Cups, and we are actually moving forward, Six of Swords. But there's this element of resistance to it. So the action is taking place, but we're not necessarily in harmony with the action. So next card, Page of Wands. Well, the Ace then, with the Page of Wands, is bringing a lot of fiery enthusiasm, ambition, excitement to move forward. So there are really exciting, positive elements to it, but there's still something that some of us are hanging on to on this Death card. So the movement's happening, the education's happening, the desire to deepen and expand our commitments, that's happening too. But some part of us feels pretty uncomfortable with it. in spite of our fiery passion around it. So we're a little bit at odds with ourselves today. We're experiencing some contrast. My feeling, my guides are saying too, is that this can be related to, let's go back in time a little bit to some of our readings through June and July. We got regular messages, like daily, and this went on for weeks. We had so many aces showing up. We had so many manifestation cards showing up. And it was all very exciting because we were seeing a lot of our dreams, goals, plans, desires come to fruition, come true. And for some of us, these are long term. We saw the Seven of Pentacles, I don't even know how many times, too many to count. And that's a card where, we've been in the process for a long time, meaning for some of us years, and then we're seeing these manifestations blossom right in front of us, and it caused us to have to stretch, to accommodate, to make space for the very thing we'd been praying for, and we went into some kind of resistance over it because for some of us it was a bit of a shock that it was finally happening. And for a lot of us, based on comments on the channel and all the private readings, for a lot of us, it was new relationships, new friendships forming, budding relationships, romantic relationships. And I do feel an essence of that here. Now, the reason I've just gone over all that is because I feel intuitively, my guides are agreeing with me that some of that resistance still exists. We got pretty comfortable going it alone. And in the last week and a half, that message has shown up more than once too. Going it alone, we got comfortable there. So there's this, the Hierophant card reminds me that even though we were comfortable in our healing process, or the way we went into a protection mode over something, and now we're trying to come out of that, Reverse Death card, we are encountering our own personal contrast in resistance. And we're a little bit baffled by it because even we are looking ahead on this horizon on the 6th, and we are looking at this ace and we're going, why would I drag my feet? This is so good. Why would I be in resistance to it? And so this is something to examine in the day on this Death card, because there is a new beginning and a fresh start, and it is a huge blessing. And it's lit by a wand as well. And we may be feeling somewhat inexperienced in this energy atmosphere. So my guides are saying to be kind and compassionate to ourselves and just allow this process. Go into acceptance, go into allowing. And Reverse Death card is all about not accepting what's in front of us. So even though we can look to this horizon, and if we turn the Death card around and we look to that horizon, that looks amazing. We look at this ace, we're kind of standing there feeling mildly foolish as we scratch our heads and ask ourselves, what the heck? Why am I not leaping forward? Why am I not pouring myself out of my own Ace of Cups, right? And it comes down to compassion and comfort. So self-nurture, be compassionate, be comforting to your own self, and just allow. Move out of resistance into allowing. And probably near the end of the day today, most of us will be feeling like we're back in the flow and wondering, yet again, why did I drag my feet? Why did I pause? There was something you need to see there. So maybe go look in the mirror and have a talk with yourself. Next card, the Emperor. The Emperor to me speaks of expertise. Excuse me. He's been a page, a knight, a king. Now he's an emperor. He gets a bad rap because he seems to be a bit of a control freak. He isn't, though. He's just got vast experience. And he may give us shine some light on why we could go into resistance, because with vast experience sometimes comes this feeling of caution when there's a new beginning and a fresh start on offer to us. And the caution is, for us, the pause button, let's say, is an unwillingness to repeat the experiences of our past. And let's just say that, yeah, it's a little flag of caution over here, but it's more of a reminder for us to take a look at the contrast and really assess what is honestly in the moment. Now, the things that, especially in beloved relationships, that broke up the previous relationships, obviously we don't want to repeat that. And that requires us to, Hierophant, do the inner spiritual work to maintain a decent frequency within our existence, to stay connected to our heart space, to learn from the things that dissolved prior relationships, and deliberately choose not to repeat them. So Death card in reverse could be us not trusting ourselves, and the Emperor is saying, hey, wake up, you can trust yourself because you're not that person any longer, and this relationship is not like your prior relationship. The only way you can repeat those experiences is if you deliberately decide to repeat them, which would mean going against what you have since learned and adapted to and made real for you in the now. So consider that. That's what the Emperor's got to say today. And look, we then have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright positions, turning in our favor. Beautiful. This goes hand in hand with that ace. It's divine and cosmic gifts on offer to us. And my guides are saying this is way better than we even dreamed and imagined, which is most likely why we're feeling a little bit of tentativeness, even some fear, the contrast, because we also get like the Death card in reverse. When it's so good, we fear losing it. So address this. Again, go look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am safe and all is well. Try that. Just in terms of self-nurturing. I am safe, all is well. Good, positive things are always working out for me, and the Wheel of Fortune is here to tell you just that. There's a bit of karma and destiny on this card too. So, and by that I mean this is something that we've wanted to manifest, and here it is. We have co-created with the divine, and the gift is on offer, Ace of Cups. So let's keep sailing toward it, Six of Swords. Let's do it with fiery ambition and passion, even if we feel inexperienced and tentative here. Eventually we'll get some mastery. Let's apply the self-mastery we have in the now to the inexperience we also have in the now, and trust ourselves so we can turn this around and accept these beautiful gifts. Let's do that. Let's definitely do that. All right. I am not going to clarify that 6. I think it's good as it is. Let's do our angel answer cards. This is an opportunity for you to ask a question. Yes, we're back to angel answers. I've put away the Healing with the Angels oracle cards for a short time. So you ask your question while I shuffle. I got one falling out. Next card. Okay, let's see what this one is. Improving health. Well, that's a nice message. Yes, I'm going to put that over here with the Death card. Okay. All right. That's actually a little... Can't even say it. It's actually a little frightening. Improving health card along with the Death card. I'm putting it there because my feeling is, all right, I'll put it between the Hierophant and the Death card. My feeling is that our well-being all the way around is improving, so that we can take comfort in these beautiful gifts that are here, Ace, Wheel, and we can trust the process. Next card. Okay. I'm not really... Oh, okay. We get unlikely. So what I feel here is... I'm sorry, I have the giggles. I get like this when we see more challenging cards. Oh, I think I attempt to bring humor to my own self so I don't freak out. Okay, unlikely. It is unlikely that our worst fears on the death card will be realized. So let's definitely do the work, the self-care, the self-nurturing, the I am safe, all is well. Let's improve our circumstances when we're feeling this resistance, anxiety, stress, fear. My guides are saying that this co-creative process with our relationships, now this can be family, friends, beloveds. I am leaning into beloved because of that ace. However, oh, and the page. I lost my train of thought. Sorry, folks. Okay. Scratch that. I'm just going to move on. Let's go to the next card. I tell you all the time, I am committed to not editing these videos. I am so trying right now to stop the camera and redo this reading, but I think I'm going to leave it. Imperfections are okay. Next card. Okay, here we go. Trust, yes. I think that's where I was headed before I got distracted, was to trust. Trust ourselves. Let's do the self-care and get over that reverse death card. But let's do it with grace, loving kindness, compassion for the self. Let's leverage our wealth of self-mastery from the Emperor into the situation where we feel somewhat inexperienced, like we're on new footing, in a new frequency. And let's just joyfully open our arms to receive what is on offer to us. I feel so strongly right now that there are quite a number of us that got very comfortable in the healing process. I know this message has come up, but I really feel like I have to repeat it. Some of us got very comfortable and we're like, we're okay with the status quo and being on our own, and suddenly there are people in our lives that we are rekindling, recommitting to, or starting brand new friendship relationships that may blossom into a romantic relationship. And there's real hesitation there because of the comfort level we've achieved. My guides are saying, though, that each one of us who could find ourselves in that situation, you all know, this is what my guides specifically want to say, you all know that in the darkest hours of the night you have called out for help with these situations, and you have prayed for these beautiful relationships to reconnect, rekindle, and blossom. And here it is. And so there's this my guides say it's precious. It is so precious to us, we fear losing it. Reverse death card. So that's the work that needs doing. And it's the Ace and the Wheel are here, and this Emperor too, and the Hierophant as well, to reassure us. So let's accept that reassurance, and let's boldly look at the things that frighten and scare us, and let's learn to trust our own good judgment, our own good and wise choices, our own self-mastery, and let's learn to trust that in our inexperience, we will fall back on this self-mastery. We will do the very best we can with what we know, what we have in the now moment. Let's do that, so that it will be very unlikely that any of the things we fear will actually come to pass. Okay, excuse me. Last card, different deck, folks. This is our affirmation card. I'm using, I think it's called Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection by Mike Dooley. So we are going to pick one of these cards for today. And here it is. Things are not as they appear. The lower the price of your love, the higher its value. Brain freeze, the universe. Ooh, that's a good one to contemplate. So let's not have a brain freeze on that reverse death card, okay? Let's thaw that stuff out and let's just be the love that we are, because that's free. And its value, priceless. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Thank you so much for watching the video. Please like it. Please subscribe to the channel. Check out the week ahead and your monthly October videos. And have a beautiful day. My peace, love, joy, and blessings to each and every one of you. Bye for now, everyone.